Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's good to see all of you guys again. Today I'm going to be talking about some new additions. I went record shopping a couple days ago and just got a few things, and I'm going to be showing my heavy rotation right now. I think this is a great video idea and probably something that I'll keep doing if I continue posting as much as I am now, just because I think it's cool to do rotation, so you can kind of start up some comments and whatnot to talk about what's been spinning, what's been hitting the ears, and all of that good stuff. So I'm going to start with the newest additions, and then I'm going to just show you kind of what some stuff that I just been listening to a lot recently. Nothing too much. This is probably going to be a shorter video. I don't mind making the long videos like my last two have been, especially my vinyl tag one. But you know, something shorter is good too for kind of like a mixed audience. So I'm gonna start with the pile of stuff I got recently. So I went to a little store down the road called First Floor Attic. It's really cool, nice little place, small business owned. They sell antiques and, you know, a ton of records. It used to be more of an antique place, but mostly it's a record store now. And I picked up 3 records. I didn't spend much money at all on these, but 3 nice ones. So the first one I got was Steve Miller Band, Rock Love. I'll be honest, I have not gotten around to spinning this yet. That's probably going to be maybe in, you know, if I really like it, could be my next heavy rotation video. It's on Capitol, nice kind of reddish orange label there. And I just, you know, I don't see this one that much. I see some of his earlier stuff. I've seen that a few times that I've bought it. And of course I see like his later mid-70s stuff. I mean, that's as common, you know, I've seen Fly Like an Eagle a zillion times. But this stuff I don't quite see as much. This is kind of a cool album. I like the cover. It's in a really, really good shape. Spine's fine. I mean, this is a super nice copy, and I kind of have no expectation. I don't know, it might be more acoustic, or it might just be another Steve Miller Band album, but pretty much everything I've heard by him has been phenomenal. So, you know, I assume that I'm going to like this a lot. But I will definitely talk about it once I spin it to see what's going on with it. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. Next one I got is an album I've listened to many, many times, but just recently got around to buying a copy. ZZ Top, Tejas. I think I'm saying it right. I believe it's just like Spanish for Texas or something, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I think I'm right though. But this is a really nice copy, super nice. This was interesting because it was in a sleeve, and on one side it said 10, and on the other side it said 5, and I honestly not even sure how much I paid for it, but it's a super, super, super clean copy. It's the trifold. Check it out, and then we'll fold it one more time for you. Trying to get this all, trying to get all the angles here. Nice, nice, nice trifold. ZZ Top album. This is good stuff. Super cool, super cool. This has some good songs and some kind of funny songs. It's a first press London, I do believe. Really, really clean. I couldn't ask for a better copy of this. Some stuff by ZZ Top is it's not that easy to find. Super, super clean. I've just waited a while for some of my copies because it's not necessarily rare. I mean, I've seen Fandango a zillion times in stores, and I mean, I have a beautiful copy, and it's, you know, Jailhouse Rock. But this is cool. This is probably the one I've seen like the least. Besides Rio Grande Mud, Rio Grande Mud is like the last one of ZZ Top's like early discography I need. If I get that, I'll have everything up to and including Afterburner, I believe, including their first and everything. So yeah, Tejas, really, really nice, just clean copy. I just could not ask for a better copy. And then the next one, this is awesome. This was cool. I took a chance on this record. It was, I think it was $5. And sometimes you just have to take a chance on records. And I saw this. Maybe people know this, but I didn't. Captain Sky. I think it's Concert Party #1. This, I saw it, and not only does this cover just pop out at you. I mean, look at that. There's a little bit of glare, but look at that. And I was like, this has got to be some funk. I mean, look at this. This looks like a funky, wicked record. And I turned it around, and the name of the first song is Elementary School of Funk. And I was like, oh boy, we're gonna have a good time. So I bought it. and it's pretty clean. The cover's in really nice shape. I love some of these visuals here. It's like the funk version of Wheels of Fire in there, but it's super, super cool. It's on an interesting label, TEC Records, I guess it's called. It's all right. The record's in okay shape, but the sleeve is super, super nice. And I put this on, and I love it. I mean, this is a new addition, but it's also been in my heavy rotation. There's no doubt. This is as funky as it gets. If you need good funk, you got to listen to the old Captain Sky. I don't know anything else about him, and I don't know any of his other albums, but he's on Spotify. I saved it once I heard it. But I mean, wow, this is good stuff. This is funky. Just, if you ever see this, get it. Come across it, just buy it. Just do it, man, because you're gonna have a funky time. Okay, so that's it for my most recent purchases, and now I'm gonna go through the pile of heavy rotation. It's just 4 records here. I haven't been spinning that much. I've just been kind of busy, and hockey season just started, so I've been watching a hell of a lot of hockey recently. All these games on, it's phenomenal. But the first one I've been spinning a lot it's kind of a surprise. It's Yellow Submarine by the Beatles. This is a maybe an earlier press. It's in pretty rough shape. I mean, it's almost like the super just bad edition. I mean, I think I paid $2 for it, so I don't know what I was expecting, but it's on Apple, and the record is pretty warped, but it plays fine. It doesn't skip. It's a weird warp. It's like that, and then you flip it, and it's like the other way, so you can kind of see, yeah. But I think it's just such a cool album. I get that it was like orchestra stuff on the B side, but I'll be honest, this is kind of a slept-on Beatles album because Hey Bulldog, I mean, if you've ever heard that song absolutely shreds. That is awesome, just ripping guitar, and it's really great song. And then you have It's All Too Much, Psychedelic George, just great stuff. So yeah, if you haven't spun this in a while and you haven't, just put it on, because that first side really floors you a little bit. And it's just cool, man. That's just such an iconic cover. I love it. Definitely, you got to get it. Anyway, next we have a pretty big album for the vinyl community, kind of a grail of some people. My copy is not in good shape, but I do have it, and it's Mother's Freak Out. I just watched that new documentary about Zappa. I think it's just called Zappa. It was like $7 to rent on Amazon, and I was just like, all right, I got to do it. It's phenomenal. There is an immense amount of history of Zappa that I was just not aware of, and it's so cool, and it really makes you want to dive back into his music. And some people on the vinyl community are just not huge Zappa people. They like some stuff, but then some stuff they just don't. Like, they might like this and hate like Lumpy Gravy or something. I kind of like it all. I definitely like his 70s stuff. And that box set, Halloween 77, that came out a couple of years ago. It's on Spotify. I obviously don't own it because it's kind of hard to find. It's phenomenal. I mean, it's like the best stuff. That is so good. That is like the height of my Zappa. But yeah, Freak Out, killer album. As you can see, this is a pretty beat up copy. I got it for $10. And I mean, it's not water damaged or anything, and it's a Canadian first. I will show you. I don't know how I came across this, but I mean, it's clean-ish. If anything, it's a player copy. But yeah, it's a Canadian stereo Verve record. Verve, I don't know how you say it, but I say Verve in this neck of the woods. But yeah, I mean, this has just been on. I just love this. Some of these songs just kind of intro to how weird Zappa would be one day. It's great. It's a great kind of psych, interesting avant-garde album. Now, the next one is of relation to Zappa, because they were talking about this in the movie, and they kind of sparked each other's inspiration, and that's Stay Hungry by Twisted Sister. If you know anything about censorship, and I think it's PMRC is like the big, they were against like lyrics and stuff, and Dee Snider was a big person. It was him, Zappa, and John Denver, who were all kind of defending the rights for free speech and all that stuff. And this album, I mean, it just kicks some serious ass. I mean, if you're talking like good hard rock albums all the way through, this is a great place to start. They're not hard to come by. Sometimes it's hard to find them clean because just hard rock usually got beat up in its time because people would either have the tape or they would just take this to parties, you know what I mean? And I'd be doing the same thing. But great album. I really don't need to explain it too much because it's phenomenal. And our last one here, not really of any relation, totally a different note than what we've talked about, but it's kind of cool because it kind of shows some more of my music taste. And that's Bob Marley Live. I just got this, and I've been looking for some of his original stuff. I got a few more that I'll show eventually. It will all, throughout time, you guys will see a lot of my collection. But I just got this. I paid $5 for it. It's actually a British press. I'm pretty sure I cataloged it correctly. Yeah, I'm not gonna take it all out, but this is an awesome album. The first side just fades into another. It's just like a huge jam, and this is a perfect copy because it's not super clean where you don't want to mess it up, and it's like a VG. It's in between VG plus and VG, kind of right in the middle. Some scratches, but it plays great. And I tell you what, I could not get this off my turntable for a few days. This is just so good. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been listening to recently. Like I said, this was going to be just a shorter video to kind of check in. I'm in the process of recording and editing a pretty large video requested by one of our own viewers in the comments. I'll post the comment right there. Thank you for that suggestion. It is phenomenal. Thank you for being a fan of the page. And I am working in doing the top 3 genres and stuff. So basically the video that's upcoming is, like I said, I have a pretty extensive record collection, and I'm taking 3 records from each genre that are my favorite, but I have to own them. So it's kind of interesting. I can't just, what's my first response? I have to do I have it so I can show it? But yeah, I'm working on that. It could even potentially be a 2-part video because trying to sort it all into genres is really difficult sometimes because I was trying to pick, is it classic rock or is it psych or is it R&B, is it funk, is it indie or is it neo-psychedelia, stuff like that. So it could even be a 2-part because I got through a lot of it and then I was like, oh my god, I forgot jazz. So, I mean, there's just endless possibilities. But anyway, guys, stay tuned for that. Go ahead, like this video if you enjoyed it. And if you have any recent additions or heavy rotations of your own, go ahead, throw them in the comments. And I will reply. I reply to pretty much every comment. But thank you, guys. Have a good day. And I will see you guys in the next video.